Hello, welcome to this review of the Kamen Rider HT Core Fourze set. This is the different states set, so I got all of Fourze main states apart from the movie exclusives. And yes, let's get cracking. So first of all, you got Fourze normal version, and you can see here the molded detail is pretty decent, although the paint detail is very lacking. For example, the belt is not painted at all, it's just a single color, and depending on which state it is, the handlebar on the belt is a different color and fits with the actual suit color, which doesn't make sense because that doesn't happen. But it probably would have been better for the handlebar to be the same color as the belt. Assembly wise, these things feel very... well, this one's okay, but it's still got a sense of kind of loose. There are some articulation, like the arm, the rocket can actually turn. Although turning it's making him looser now. Arm there, head can't turn, and legs can't turn. There's a joint under the belt, so his torso can turn a little bit, but it's not really meant to. He can't stand on his own, and the stand feels very... the stand feels like the same plastic that the cheap Lego use. You know, the special Lego figures you get in visual dictionaries or those cheap newspaper packs. They're not the same plastic they use for the official big box sets that you can buy. It feels like that kind of plastic. The rocket itself looks good, and you notice the drill also looks good. There are some painted details there, and the head is decent enough. The antennae also are sort of flat pieces of plastic, which stops it from breaking and snapping at this tiny size. The two little wing bits on his head are also quite solid and don't break off. I don't know if it's just this seller or them in general, but there's a lot of red dirt sort of colouring on this figure. Just a bit of a molding scratch. I mean, yeah, it's okay. And you notice the back pretty much isn't painted at all. Even the belt is white. So if you get one of these, get yourself the Gundam silver marker pen or any good silver paint and just, silver it up. But if you just look at it from the front, he looks decent enough. Yeah, these are definitely not for moving around, because even with this big stand, this guy is sort of tilting forward, which is not good. So that's him out the way. Second, let's go for Fire, because that was the second one in the show. Again, this is even more ridiculous because the stand doesn't actually fit on the foot that well. As you can see there, it's not even flat on the table surface. I just can't do it. And like I said, you see here the handle on the belt is a different colour, and of course you can't. The moulding on the Fire switch is actually slightly different. It's not an identical mold, which kudos to them. The detail on the front panels and the shoulder pads are very nice, and the legs are very nice, and the gun is detailedly molded, but again there's nothing there, it's just paint. He has silver paint on the back of his belt for some reason, which is odd. Again, the head is a different mold because it does have the little different ear pointy things. So he's probably the best looking one, if you compare it to the show, most accurate, I guess. Except for the standing is just stupid, because what's the point having a stand if it doesn't fit properly? Next we have the elect state, switch and state. Again, this switch is slightly different down there, but everything the mold's the same. Yes, that came off very easily. The gold is right, the moulding is good. He can actually stand on his own, so I wonder if he did actually come with a stand or not. Yeah, both arms can turn. Paint wise, again, he's got paint on the back, which is good because he has a lot of these little tie things. Although the paint isn't that good because the gold and the black and the silver sort of like smudge out of the lines like a kid's drawing. The paint doesn't stay where it should be. The sword is cool in that they have the little cable there, and it's soft enough not to snap, but also not too soft that you worry you might break it because it's so soft. Yeah, again, blue eyes pretty cool on this one. So there goes that other guy following it again. Magnet state. Again, the stand doesn't. Okay, it does. So again, this one's okay. The colouring on this one is pretty crap, to be honest. It's just dull and grey. I mean, yeah, the suit looks stupid in the show as well as it looks stupid here. Pretty much no articulation from 2 hands. The 2 magnet switches are there. Again, they're solid enough not to snap, and this is the only belt with the. Well, this one then Cosmic has the right colour. 6 hand back down there. 2 things there. They are coloured red and blue. There's not much colouring here. It's very bare minimal. I tried pulling the magnet things off because they look like they're different colours, but it looks like I'm going to be snapping something when I do. So I'm going to do this review first before I do that. And yeah, he looks show accurate, just like a goon. And finally we have well, Cosmic states. Let's just get these others out the way. Cosmic one looks really nice. It's the favourite suit of this show because he doesn't look like an idiot. It's the best looking suit. And here you can see the Cosmic switches there, and the front panels are all molded in, the switches, but of course they don't print it because there's so much detail, and these are cheap figurines, and as you can see he's falling over because his foot wouldn't fit right in the stand, which again is just stupid. It's a shame that this one's the best looking one and then has the worst molding at the joints. Detail wise, the molding is fine. It's got a lot of detail going on, but you see here I'm having trouble just keeping him in one piece. Forget it. Yes, I notice a very loose joint on the right arm and the hand. It's just terrible. The other arm is okay. Again, both of them can move up and down slightly. On the back there's pretty much little to no colour. The head is... the paint detail on the head is fine, the moulding again is really good in the Cosmic Switch. The sword, however, is a different story. The sword is in basically two pieces. You got the handlebar with the opening and closing flap thing, which is way shorter than the blade. Silly. But then if I can just get him to hold it again. Come on, just, oh, don't fall. Let's get yourself some blue tack or super glue and glue this, because this blade actually falls out very easily from the handle, and it's just it's terrible. It's horrible. I don't know if it's just this one or the entire batch was like this, because I'm not going to get more to find out. So let me know if you have this and you're experiencing the same issues. There we go. Again, this sword part here, the plastic has a really cheap feel to it, just like the other stands, which is really all with this set, because of all the other core or HG core sets, the plastic has always been consistent. Now here you've got plastic that feels solid and plastic that feels really brittle. I don't know if you can hear it, but with the main Fourze body, you know, it's like a solid piece. It feels heavy, thick, but with, for example, magnet states, the plastic feels very... it doesn't... maybe it's because of the paint or the shininess, it feels very hollow and light inside. I'm not really sure how to explain this. It's like two grades of plasticky. Now, if you like Fourze or Kamen in general, these are decent. I only got these because they were super cheap, because I'm not that keen on the Kamen Rider Fourze series, but you know, I'm also trying to complete my full Lego custom Kamen Rider set, so I gotta get Fourze. But yeah, like I said, these were really cheap on eBay because no one was bidding on it. The postage costs way more than the figures themselves, because you know, post from Asia. Total, all this total about like 10-12 pounds. Because of the postage. I think the bid only went up to like $3. Yeah, so if you can find these on eBay, that's great, because no one really wants them. In terms of quality, it's a mixed bag. I mean, even if you put these in the shelf of all your other Kamen Riders, you're gonna notice the bad plastic on the magnet state. So put him in the back. He's ugly anyway, in my opinion. It looks crap. If you're good with painting, I highly recommend that you repaint this one and repaint the sword, because it's crap. And also, well, get some glue or some blue tack and glue the hell out of them. In terms of Lego customization, the heads are the right size, maybe a tad bit small actually with Fourze. But yeah, not much else to say about these guys, but thank you for watching. Have a nice day and all that. Subscribe, Facebook, eBay, and all that websites, and see ya. 14, that's cool. I'm gonna go kill my friend Lewis. Games, but I don't think they should, because in Batman that's what it's meant to look like. It makes sense. Here it's just sort of Hitman.